There are two major types of engineering roles performed by civil engineers, which are consultant engineers and contractors. Consultant engineers are responsible for the design work of projects and generally work predominantly. Contractors are individuals who are responsible for taking the plans and putting them into action throughout construction. The major role of civil engineers in society is to handle the construction of different infrastructures and buildings that give services for public use. They are in charge of planning, designing, developing, constructing, and maintaining small to large-scale construction projects in a safe, efficient, and sustainable manner. The role of civil engineer varies depending on the stage of construction, which can be classified into three categories: before construction, during construction, and after construction. Civil engineer needs undertaking technical and feasibility assessments, including site inspections and assessing the sustainability and environmental impact of projects. They are required to develop detailed designs, undertake complex calculations, and draw up blueprints using computer-aided design. Civil engineers are required to attend public meetings to discuss details of the project. They will be able to effectively liaise and communicate ideas with others, providing recommendations and alternative solutions. Civil engineers must manage budgets and acquire project resources. They are responsible for monitoring progress and compiling reports on the status of the project. They also have the mandate of preparing contract documents. Civil engineer is responsible for designing safe structures that adhere to local standard codes, regulations, and legal requirements. They must ensure that these structures are designed for productivity, safety, maintainability, and durability. It is very important to monitor the work that is going on at the construction site. Therefore, civil engineers must perform the functions of a planner, a builder, an architect, as well as a management expert and an arbitrator.
Engineering geologist needs to do the analysis of the condition and stability of soil. Engineering geologist must collect the data provided from the on-site test and prepare the report. The effect of less geologic data may cause the accidents happen because of the instability of soil. Engineering geologists need to advise on a test a range of construction materials such as sand, gravel, bricks, and clay. They also need to plan detailed field investigation by drilling and analyzing samples of deposits or bedrock. Engineering geologists play the role to recognizing variations from projected geological conditions and proposing a solution. If the soil is less stable or less in strength, they need to propose a good solution to overcome that problem by proposing the type of piling that is suitable. Water engineer is a broad term for engineers who specialize in water-related projects. Water engineers are in charge of providing clean water, disposing of sewage water, and attempting to prevent flood impacts. They are engaged in several of water-related situations such as global climate change and aging infrastructure. Water engineer must be able to develop overall systems, such as sewage improvement schemes, flood defense programs, pumping stations, and pipework. Water engineer also will use computer simulations to analyze the problems that is related to water. They also need to supervise the operation and maintenance of water and sewage infrastructure. Water engineers must develop flood defense systems, which may include river and floodplain modeling, economic analyses, and consultation with affected communities. They must also monitor water levels during high-risk periods. Sustainability consultants have a responsibility to direct nature's biggest resources in the best interests of the public. They should provide practical solutions that are cheap and in line with societal ambitions, by contributing to economic progress, environmental protection, and enhanced quality of life. Sustainable consultants need to recommend technologies and explain the most cost-effective and beneficial routes to sustainability. Sustainability consultant needs to plan and suggest the sustainable strategies for the construction project. They need to promote the material used, such as green material, which can reduce the energy consumption. They also need to control and monitor the waste produced in the site, such as noise and air pollution. Sustainability consultant also needs to carry out research and ecology surveys and use environmental impact assessment to measure issues such as carbon footprint, energy performance. They also need to collect and analyze data and produce report to demonstrate the findings to the client. In construction, there are some research and development that civil engineer can do. Civil engineer needs to advance in engineering to develop new or unique construction materials. For example, the invention of interlocking bricks that can replace the use of normal clay brick for construction of building. Civil engineers also can develop, refining, or modifying current building processes, materials, and project designs.